We're monitoring the airspace over Israel right now as Iran's terror regime targeting major civilian areas in Israel as retaliation for those U.S. strikes overnight that took out its major 3 nuclear facilities. Joining us live from Tel Aviv with an update, Global President of Magen David Adom, a former Israeli ambassador to the U.S., Gilad Erdan. Ambassador, thank you for joining us this morning. I can imagine there's a lot going on this morning in Israel and especially throughout the government. Where do you think this puts Israel with its war with Iran post-U.S. involvement?
We expected to see retaliation coming from Iran after the attack, but for Israel, it's a historic day. I think it's a historic day also for the entire world and the Middle East, because the United States of America, President Trump, you proved again that you are the leaders of the free, civilized world. And I think this will be a watershed moment, a turning point in the life of the Middle East, because you today restored the deterrence of the free world. Many, radical regimes, they thought that they can deceive the free world, they can drag their feet and pretend as if they are negotiating, but continue to arm terrorist proxies, to threaten the free world, to attack not only Israel. Iran has attacked Albania in the last few years. Iran armed Russia, supplying them with attack drones to kill Ukrainian citizens. So I believe that what you did, what the United States of America did tonight, is going to serve the interest of the free democratic world for years to come. And I'm not impressed by the war declarations that we hear or the condemnations. Don't listen to the formal statements coming out of the Arab countries. They say what they have to say, but behind closed doors, and that's what I heard from them when I was the ambassador to the UN, they are afraid. They see Iran as a threat for them as well, and I'm sure
let's
now
talk about that. So most of the Arab countries now are stopping shy of condemning. They're saying they're concerned. That's what the majority of the comments are. So, President Trump just toured much of the Middle East, and, coming off his first term with the Abraham Accords, it seems like his strategy is to move Israel from being this almost pariah of the Middle East to making it Iran. But if you go past the Middle East and you go to the UN, where you have a lot of experience, this is what the UN Secretary General said. He said, "I am gravely alarmed by the use of force by the United States against Iran today. This is a dangerous escalation in a region already on the edge and a direct threat to international peace and security." So how do you balance the UN, this larger international organization, essentially condemning the strike, and now you have the Arab countries that seems stopping shy of condemning? It seems like we've almost kind of switched where these alliances are.
The UN lost its way and its justification to exist many years ago, when the political makeup of the UN has become so biased. So, 1/3 of the UN member states are Muslim countries, and they never speak their mind because they always align themselves with the most radical countries within the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, this group of 56 Muslim countries. Majority of member states in the UN are non-democracies. We've seen it time and again how the Secretary General only helped Russia, helped Hamas after they attacked us on October 7th. And behind closed doors, when they were talking with me, one-on-one, they told me the truth about Iran, about Hamas. But since the UN is acting based on political interest of the political groups that exist there, we shouldn't listen to anything coming out of the UN. Iran is the #1 state sponsor of terrorism. Iran is responsible for the murder of hundreds, if not thousands, of Americans, not only Americans. So what happened tonight, again, is a turning point. It's a watershed moment, not only in the Middle East. It's going to change how rogue states and terror organizations are going to make their calculations before they attack democratic nations.
Well, Ambassador, thanks so much for joining us this morning. I imagine that if if the current war is checkers, there's a lot of diplomatic chess on the back end, and let's just hope for the best. Thank you very much for joining us.
God willing.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.